So here we are on a stunning morning at Ludham Bridge. It's absolutely stonking hot already. It's got to be at least 23, 24 degrees. And it's coming up for 8 o'clock. Quite a few boats were left already this morning. Heading back to their boatyards, I assume. The plan today is just to go for a wander, basically, along the rivers. Might head up the Ant a bit further, head back down here, pop into South Walsham perhaps, pop into Ranworth, and then hopefully end up at Horning Ferry Marina for the night. If not, I'll go down to Salhouse, more on the island against the riverbank. But as we know, plans don't always come to fruition, so we'll just see what happens. So as you can see, there's been a bit of a change of plan. I've decided not to go further up the Ant, purely because the tide is coming in, and I didn't want to have to leave it till later on to come back under Ludham Bridge. So I decided to boycott that idea of going up to Neaty's Head, Plant and Turf. And instead I'm just going to meander up and down the Bure, pop into South Walsham, might go back down to Acle just to have a look around. Yeah, so Acle, South Walsham, Ranworth. Might go down to Wroxham as well, or certainly as far as Salhouse. But the plan is to moor in Horning Ferry Marina's yard, or moorings out the front, like I did on the first night. So I've just got a short, about hour and a half cruise back to Brinkcraft in the morning. I cannot tell you how hot it is today. It is absolutely stifling already. I'm pretty sure it's the same for the rest of the country as well. Which is nice to have one really, really hot day since I've been up here. I mean, yesterday was hot, but today's supposed to be even hotter. So it's just going to be leisurely paced today, and we'll see what happens. reaching Acle now. As you can see, the moorings are pretty much empty. I might stop here for water. Might go into the yard if I can, just to top up the tank. It's easier for me to go in the yard than it is to moor along the side. We'll see what the situation's like when I get there. When I stayed here the night before last, it was chock-a-block along here. Even was going as far down to where the plank's been dropping in. We'll see what happens when we get a bit further. We're just leaving Acle now for the last time. Through that water. Now we're going to be heading west along the Duet. Northwest, should I say. Pop into South Walsham, have a look in there. Then Ranworth. Then we'll see what the time is when we get to Walsham, whether I stop there and make the most of my time there, or I carry on down to Salhouse and then come back to Walsham. It's still fairly early, and we've not got to 11 o'clock or anything yet. So it's a goodbye to Acle. Until next time. I've seen videos on YouTube of this stretch of the river in the winter time, and there's actually been white horses and rollers going down this section of the river. Those were extreme conditions, obviously. I must stress it was the winter months, it wasn't during the higher season. So any privateers that are out in that, would have been interesting seeing what the mooring situation would have been like. Even if you, I don't even know whether you could have brought, to be honest, because the water was lapping over the banks and covering the posts, so you wouldn't want to run the risk with your boat, bottom of the boat hitting one of those posts. But the next clip of footage should be South Walsham. So I'll show you guys what we've got there. So here we are, just coming to South Walsham. On the approach floor taken up. Very pretty properties along the banks of this broad. Stunning place to live, this would be. So here we are coming towards Ranworth. This is Malthouse Broad. The island looks busy, so I would assume that the stays was even busier. Not sure what's going on there, but I don't know whether someone's dog's fallen in the water. Some guy's going to rescue it. Not a nice sight, so I won't film that. Didn't see the dog to start with, I just saw the guy in the water. I think that's the Wherry Albion in front. So literally we're just going to take a wander in here, turn around and go back out again. I think I might have changed my mind again about where I'm going to moor overnight. I might just go back to Barnes's yard for the evening, then it makes it a smoother process in the morning. I don't have to get up quite so early, so I've got a long drive back tomorrow. I can't tell you the amount of food I've wasted this week by buying it at the very beginning and then not wanting it throughout the week for various reasons. The butcher's in Wroxham's closed down, which I really miss. This time I got my meat products from the butcher's in Ludham on the Saturday, the day I got the boat. But obviously they only last in the fridge for 2 to 3 days after you buy them. I then proceeded to buy some more on Tuesday, I think it was, or Wednesday. But again, because it's a boat fridge and they're not very powerful, they only last in there a few days, so I might have to have another takeaway tonight. Who knows? We'll see. But yes, as you can see, the stade is full. Might be a gap down the side there, but I'm not going to bother stopping anyway. But yeah, so this is Ranworth. Sure that's the Albion because it's the only one with a black sail. So here we are coming through Horning. It's a good job that I changed my mind about where I'm staying, because Horning Ferry Marina's moorings at the front were absolutely chocker. When approaching, I realised that Friday's one of their main handover days, so that will be why. There'll probably be a few spaces down later on after about 4 o'clock-ish, but I'm not going to risk coming back down here, find out there's nothing. So I think I will head to Wroxham. I'll take a quick look in Salhouse, but I think I'll be staying the night in Barnes' yard. Eastside also have a facility for electricity there as well, I can plug into. I'll try and get out on the finger pontoons this time out the front if I can, rather than being stuck inside the basin. More to see out on the river if you're on the finger pontoon, rather than stuck inside. The weather's getting even hotter. I think it's supposed to peak at 29 by lunchtime, which is about now, which is more than adequate for England. Just a shame the whole week wasn't like this, but you know, we still have one good day with it. The new inn looks busy with it being lunchtime. Always recommend that you book a mooring there. You want to stop, have lunch or have an evening meal, or even stay overnight. I don't think you can reserve moorings at the Swan or the ferry. I think it's just a new inn. So here we are in Salhouse. Very, 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 very busy. If my eyes don't deceive me, that is Dave Whitworth there on the front of his boat. Beach part is busy as well, people in the water. Very popular with canoeists, paddleboards, kayaks in here. Very, very popular. Spin around and go back out again. Back down towards Wroxham. got back in Barnes' yard on the Friday afternoon. Very jealous of all these people that just turned up taking photos. This week has absolutely flown by. I guess that tells you that I'm a time. So I've loaded the car up, well the majority of it, so you can have to do it in the morning. Saves a bit of time, and obviously for the Barnes guards get up and do what they need to do, ready for the next people. Breeze just takes the should I say. Very busy area for a while because Norfolk Direct / Faircraft Loyns are also doing a load of handovers and their new boats as well. People that have turned up today. Duet is 29 foot long, and you've got Regal Star there, which is 30 foot. Doesn't look much different in the length between the two, but I think mine's very safe in these moorings. There's not going to be any problems. It does specify 27 foot long, which Brinks is there at the end. But there was a 40 foot plus boat brought out here the other day, so that didn't cause any problems. So here we are then, day 8, the end of the holiday. It's been a great week and experience being on my own for the first time. Thoroughly recommend it to anyone that wants to do it. As long as you planned everything you want to do, you know where you're going to go, how you're going to do it, you'll be absolutely fine. Just bear in mind that Barnes are only one of a couple of boatyards that will hire solo people. I've been told that Brinkcraft do, don't know whether that's true or not. And I think the Horning Ferry Marina do if you've got experience. But yes, hopefully back in October, all being well. And from me and Brinks Duet 3, catch you all soon.